welcome, guys. Welcome to the Bold Effect podcast. Let me make sure that my audio is perfect. There you go. Guys, if you don't know what the Bold Effect podcast is, this is where I come and sit down, be myself, raw, unfiltered. I give it to you raw, non edited, right? Just be myself, just chilling at my home studio. Smugging some hookah. So today, guys, we're going to talk about Uncle Sam. We're going to talk about the Benjamins, these dead presidents, right? Now, what I want to talk about is the subject is Cash King, right? We've all bought into this scam lie from gurus online saying that cash is not king. You should always strive to go down to zero. Now, I hope I'm talking to smart people. Okay, guys. I'm not talking about necessarily these pieces of paper. I'm not necessarily talking about the dollar bills or the euro bills or whatever you do consume as a currency in your country. What I'm really talking about is being liquid, is having access to liquid cash or fast liquidable assets. Like, for example, gold, hard assets, hard bricks assets, right? Why am I talking about this? Because every single guru online talks about, and I've been victim of this. We typically don't tend to study. We don't study these gurus. We listen to them, but we don't study them. What I mean is when they talk about cash is not king on a seminar and they're like, give me all your cash, go down to zero. And let's say you have like $1,000, $15 like I have here. These $3 bills, guys, is a seller. This is souvenir. This is money I'm not going to spend. Is a seller. I was trying a blazer today. This is a cool story. My first ever pre-foreclosure appointment on the face-to-face, I didn't even know what I was doing. This was back in PA 3 years ago, and this seller had lost his wife through cancer, and him himself being an alcoholic was diagnosed by, I forgot what kind of sickness. So he was old, also looking to go back to France because that's where he is from, be next to his kids for the remaining days that he has to leave, right? Really sad story. He gave me the blazer. I still have it today. This blazer, every single time that I look at it, it reminds me of how far I, came when it comes to the real estate. Started over 3 years ago, knowing nothing from Belgium, quit my 9 to 5 because I discovered wholesaling real estate, through a YouTube video when I was at my office in Belgium. And I quit my 9 to 5, one-way flight ticket, came here 2 days later. When I came back, guys, I started doing Uber and Lyft, and I got my first 3 deals, which was all pre-foreclosures, made over 6 figures doing that. And I fell in love with pre-foreclosures ever since. If you want to learn more, go on boomwealthbuilders.com. That's that cool story about this 3 bills. I'm not even going to spend it. But why am I talking about if cash is king? When we listen to all these gurus online on the seminar that is telling you to give them all your cash and you spend all of it on their mentorship or sales course, whatever they're selling online, whatever product they're selling, and you go back to zero when you already didn't have much, what we tend not to do, and I fell victim to this, which is absolutely 100% my fault. I should have been smarter, right? Is that most of these gurus, number one, they've been entrepreneurs since the age of 11. While me and you were dumb enough to stay in school all the way up to the age of maybe 20, mid-20s, they dropped out of school at the age of 12. Some of them never been to school, been working with their parents in their parents' business. They've learned businesses. They've been building businesses or learning hands-on inside businesses owned by their parents for years. Some of them dropped out of school and are quote unquote self-made. When I say quote unquote self-made, meaning nobody's really truly self-made. You need people, okay, to make money. Like there's no way you are just you. People have to buy from you in order for you to get to where you want to be. But I see what they mean when they say self-made. So, but when these gurus talk about this concept, the average person don't even have $1,000 in their savings account. And these gurus have on average 12 or over different businesses that are all different streams of income. Some have 12, some have 18, some have 30, some have 8, some have 5, some have 3. Doesn't really matter, but on average, way over that, right? So that means they have both long-term money, short-term money, and today's money. So every single day they're generating cash, whether that be through their online course they're selling you, their online webinars, their YouTube channels, digital assets, right? Their crypto portfolio, whatever. So If the economy changes and an opportunity comes, like the one, let me give you a real scenario. Let's say when crypto was around and you could invest $100 and get back 300. Well, if the only thing you had in your savings account at the time, because you listened to a guru that says you should never be liquid and you've been spending all your money on things that never generated anything, well, guess what? Because they're saying cash is trash, right? You couldn't capitalize on that crypto pump. You could have bought PP crypto or water crypto or deodorant crypto, doesn't matter, and you still make money. But it takes money to make money. So if you only have $300, obviously you didn't have enough enough liquidity to invest and triple or quadruple your money. So you couldn't capitalize on that opportunity. Same thing for AI, same thing for stocks, right? If something is popular right now and you want to invest your money into it, well, guess what? If you're not liquid, if you don't have access to liquid right away, you're not going to capitalize on it because we live in the speed economy. So by the time, let's say hypothetically relating it to my to one of the businesses that I own, which is real estate, I've learned this the hard way. When real estate interest rate changed overnight, went from 3%, where we were all listing fix and flips, selling 25, 30 grand over asking, just put in, carpet paint, right? We went in and bought bunch of properties that have absolute zero equity. And what happens is when interest rates went all the way up 7-8%, which it is right now, the first thing that got hammered is real estate. It's not selling. Nobody wants it because the average person, 80% of people cannot afford the monthly payments. So other than unicorn investors like me that knows creative finance, which is a recession-proof investment strategy, so we can buy properties where we have the seller leave the existing loan in place in their name and we just take over the responsibility of the monthly payments, right? Ninja moves. And then going after pre-foreclosures, right? These are sellers that are about to lose their home because they owe money to somebody and that person is looking to collect. So doesn't matter what the economy is doing, the market is bad, good, yellow, green, doesn't matter. There will always be people that have bill issues, that have issues with paying their bills. So going after these leads, there's no way, it doesn't matter what the market is doing, we will still get deals done. So we're still doing deals today, literally have a closing this week, probably have a closing next week, been closing. If most of you that have been following me know I have the workshop. So we have fix and flips going right now that we bought all using none of our own money, no credit and no credentials. But that's another story for another day. My point is what? When the interest rate changed, I had to liquidate a lot of my assets that absolutely has zero equity because I've been buying into the philosophy of, oh no, don't worry, just buy properties even if it has absolute zero equity. Guys, it's not a good idea to have your whole portfolio with properties that have absolute zero equity. Reason being is because if opportunities rolls around like crypto, stocks, AI, whatever this crap that people was talking about online, where you could buy a duck painted into something and is worth something, NFTs, right? How can you capitalize on if you don't have cash? How? Tell me how. If you don't have gold assets that are easily liquidable, if you don't have actual cash, if you don't have a crypto portfolio, if you don't have a stock portfolio you can liquidate really fast, have access to your cash and go and invest it, how? So this is a fallacy. This is a lie. But see, it's not really their fault. You have to study gurus, right? Most things that they talk about is brand building things, right? They have so many streams of income, so many different businesses that you don't have, especially when you are in your growth phase, when you're in the up and coming, when you are in the trenches, that you cannot buy into that philosophy because it takes money to make money. So a guru sits there and they're making, $1 million per day on their online course that they're selling online, which is a digital asset, which you buy, you sit down and you watch videos. So every single day they're generating cash. So if an opportunity comes around, they have access to that liquid cash and they can go spend it. Plus everything else, right? The real estate, yes, cool. They have the real estate, but that's long-term money, right? And they're sitting there telling you go to zero every single day. You, the dummy. You and I, because we don't study, we follow. So my point is, guys, cash is absolute king. And a bad economy will teach you that really, really fast. Because when a bad economy is actually really good, the reason being is because only the professionals, the people that build resilience, the people that, go out to the marketplace and market, and are not lazy, that have work ethic. Those are the only people that shine. Like right now, everybody that was too lazy and got lucky when the market was good, everybody was making money. Guess what? They're not making anything. Why? Because they didn't build any resilience, right? They didn't build any resilience. They weren't marketing. A bunch of people went and bought, especially in the real estate industry, when Airbnb was like, Airbnb is getting hammered right now. But when Airbnb was good, everybody and their grandma went and took their kitchen and their little room somewhere, put a carpet, put yellow paint, and put it on Airbnb, and they were making money. But right now in this market, guess what? That's not how it works. Right now, the professionals are the one who's shining. The professionals, the one that thinks outside of the box, are the ones making money. Like loan officers getting hammered, real estate agents getting freaking hammered, right? My point is, guys, cash is not king. Don't listen to that song. It is a lie. It is a scam. All those people preaching cash is not king, they have cash. They have millions in the bank. Millions. They have multiple streams of income, generating active cash income every single day. They have the long money, the short term money, and they have today's money. So be smart, and instead of following, be a student. Be a student, replicate. They actually should. I love it. I'm just inspired by it. And I learned a huge lesson within the real estate industry, that do not have a whole portfolio with properties that have no equity, which is not really what they're preaching. But typically when we listen, like I said, we don't study, we just follow. We believe the hype. So you got to study these people. Are they making a video to try to sell a next course they're coming up with? Are they making this video for branding? Are they making this video because they're so big that every single day they have to find a new topic to talk about? Right? As they should. They're geniuses, right? They're not there for nothing. They don't have millions of followers, 100,000 followers, 200,000 followers because they're lazy. No, they're consistently doing the work. The problem is not them. You have to take self accountability. Am I listening to these people and following, or am I studying these people? If they say cash is trash, what do they exactly mean cash is trash? Maybe all they mean is, if this is all you have, right? If all you have is this dollar bills or euro bills, because of inflation and everything, yes, your money is losing value if it's just sitting somewhere doing nothing. But the reality is, guys, you do want to diversify, and you want to have multiple streams of income. You want to have long-term money, you want to have short-term money, and you want to have today's money. If opportunities comes around, you have to be able to have access to fast, liquid, invest in it, triple your money, quadruple your money. It takes money to make money. So if you're not liquid in any way, shape, or form, when I say liquid, I'm not talking about $1,000. Okay, you can't invest in nothing. You can't capitalize on nothing. If there's another '08 crash that comes around, I don't hope so. I don't think it's going to happen, but let's say hypothetically, now we're already in a recession. But let's say like an '08 crash, for example. Let's say properties that were worth $300,000 is now trading at 3 cents on the dollar. Well, you can only capitalize on that if you have 3 cents. You understand? If properties go from $300,000 to $100,000, how can you capitalize on it if you don't have access to $100,000? How? You can't. So the economy we live in is speed. You have to be liquid in order to capitalize on opportunities. Definitely make sure you don't neglect what is called credit, especially if you live in the United States. All right, guys, that was my thoughts for today for the Bold Effect podcast. I thought it was important to share this, share the lessons that I've learned, the mistakes that I've made, and tell you, don't be a follower, be a student. At all time, use this God-given brain. Use it. Sit down. Analyze things. Man. Look at people. Look at who you're listening to. What is their motivation? The information that they're sharing. What do they mean? Try to read between the lines. Don't just follow the hype. All right. Until next time, stay bold, be bold, guys. Hit that notification bell. Hit the like button. Smash that little thumbs up. Don't be greedy with the algorithm. And until next time, actually leave a comment. Let me know what you think about this episode. What's your takeaway? And then until next time, until next episode, stay bold, Be bold. A little hooker for the road. Boom, 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 boom.